With his team at a precarious 2 for 14, Greg Chappell took things into his own hands.
That's a little shorter, and Greg Chappell smashing that square of the wicket for 4. Well, that was a bit short that time, and Chappell had no trouble with it at all, smashing it away to the point boundary. That's 4 runs. A fine shot from Greg Chappell. 2 for 23 now, Australia, and Chappell goes on to 12.
It's nice off drive. And that's 4 runs. It's a beautiful shot. Glorious straight drive. And that's a copybook straight drive. Chappell gets a glorious square cut, gave himself some room, and that's a beautiful shot. Not a bad ball, but beautifully played. The end of the over. That's a great way to finish a day's play with a glorious cover drive from Greg Chappell. He's 8th. He moves to 41.
With a majestic double century.
And that's 4 runs from the moment it left the bat. Greg Chappell at his best.
Ghavri trying to dig that in, and Greg Chappell playing a beautiful cut shot. All the way along the ground, down to the...
That's a great shot. It's 4 runs. Finding the gap between the 2 slips and the 2 square gullies. And he pulls it. Glorious shot. A shot of a champion, that. Just getting onto the back foot and pulling it all the way along the ground through mid-wicket for 4 runs.
He's nudged that into the gap, and he's got it. Well, there they go. Greg Chappell's century. His 18th century in Test cricket. And what a marvellous innings it's been. The crowd on their feet, cheering the Australian captain. And a little cheer there from his partner, Dougie Walters, as well. 235 minutes, 186 balls. Chappell on the sweep, and he's hit that very hard. And it's beaten Dev down there and gone thundering into the French row. That was a very positive, solidly hit sweep shot, and 4 runs. And there's 4 more to Greg Chappell. It's a great stroke, that. What a marvellous shot that was.
Oh, he's put that away beautifully through mid-wicket for 4. He just stood there and was a fraction short, and he's pulled it away. 1-5-3 for the Australian captain. A magnificent ovation for a magnificent innings.
That's Greg Chappell's 21st 4 to bring up his 150, 242 balls.
And that's well played, beautifully driven by Chappell, straight down the ground. And that new ball sometimes goes off the bat just a little quicker. It won't quite make the boundary. Ghavri onto it, and a good throw, right over the top of the stumps. 3 to Chappell. He's got that in the middle of the bat.
He sweeps in the air, beats the square leg, 4 runs. Yeah.
And there it is. A double century to Greg Chappell. He'll only take the single. And what a great innings it's been. You'll have to bat well to make 200 in any case, but it's been an innings of elegance, beautiful stroke play, and deservedly he's receiving a standing ovation from this very good crowd here, 21,888, and again, not a person on the field other than the players, and what a nice sight that is.
Thank you, Richie. And he's hooked, and it's in the air, coming down to Kapil Dev, he's under it, and he holds a great catch. What a magnificent effort by the all-rounder, making good ground, and Chappell falling to the hook shot, out for 204, the end of a magnificent innings. The crowd rises to one of the great hands at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Gregory Chappell caught Kapil Dev, bowled Ghavri for 204.
There's a tremendous ovation right around the ground. Members stand, Sydney Hill, everywhere for Greg Chappell as he leaves probably one of his favourite cricket grounds. He scored particularly well here, and it's 204 today. And he'll be a very weary man, but I'm sure a very happy man. I fancy falling for the hook shot. 204 versus India. It's his third highest test score, and that's how he was dismissed by Ghavri. Bouncing it pretty well straight at Greg Chappell, skied it, and Kapil Dev covered a lot of ground from fine leg and took a very good catch. And finally, the Australian captain is dismissed. A score of 204 out of Australia's total of 7 for 363.